Colony Ridge will no longer be able to operate as a safe haven for illegal aliens. This is Wednesday, February 11th, 2026.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State. The Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Hey, we've made it halfway through the week. Thanks for making the Texas Minute part of your Wednesday. Yet another Sharia city development, this one in Kaufman County, is being investigated by Texas's Attorney General. More on that story coming up. A sweeping settlement order between the state of Texas and the federal government with Colony Ridge will require buyers in the controversial Liberty County development to present Texas-issued identification or valid immigration documents. This order effectively shuts down future direct land sales to individuals illegally in the United States. In addition to requiring that Colony Ridge only sell to individuals with certain forms of valid identification, the developers will be required to confirm that buyers are not on terrorism watch lists or affiliated with transnational criminal organizations. In addition, developers must foot the bill for an increased law enforcement presence in the area. The order also halts Colony Ridge's business model that fueled its explosive growth. For the next 3 years, the developer is barred from seeking approval for new residential plats intended for direct-to-consumer land sales. While the settlement resolves the civil enforcement actions, it explicitly preserves the ability of state and federal authorities to pursue criminal charges in the future. At a Tuesday hearing of the U.S. House Homeland Security Committee, Republican U.S. Representative August Pfluger drew a sharp line between enforcing existing immigration law and organized efforts to nullify it on the streets and in city halls.
I can't imagine being a DHS officer, an ICE officer, and being threatened with violence, having death threats, being doxxed, having your family identified, putting that on the internet, and violently telling you that they are going to kill you because you are enforcing the laws that are on this book that were passed by both sides of the aisle.
ICE Director Todd Lyons told Pfluger and the committee that his agency has seen a, quote, 8,000% increase in death threats. A principal in the Lorena Independent School District facing a federal lawsuit for failing to protect pre-K students from a teacher's sexual abuse may also have her Texas Educator certification revoked for being, quote, unworthy to supervise children. The Texas Education Agency submitted a petition to the State Office of Administrative Hearings asserting that Lorena Primary School Principal April Jewell's conduct surrounding the sex abuse scandal was enough to revoke her license. Jewell is a defendant in a civil lawsuit along with the Lorena Independent School District brought in 2023 by parents of a then 5-year-old girl who was molested for months in her classroom by a long-term substitute teacher named Nicholas Crenshaw. Crenshaw has admitted to the crimes. Parents and staff allege that Jewell turned a blind eye to the sexual abuse. Local officials, in turn, have stood behind Jewell. The Texas Minute will be right back.
What are the important things out there in Texas politics and Texas news that matter to you, and what can you do about it? That's what we want to bring you with the Luke Macias Show on a weekly basis for 20 to 30 minutes. That way you can get the information and go do something for the rest of your week. I look forward to coming to you every Wednesday.
An investigation has been launched into what has been described as a potentially unlawful Sharia city development in Kaufman County. This marks the latest escalation in the state's scrutiny of large-scale developments alleged to operate outside Texas law. Attorney General Ken Paxton says his office is seeking documents from the firms leading the project, including Kaufman Solar LLC and the U.S. subsidiary of the Dubai-based development firm C Holding. The project's backers have described the project as a, quote, sustainable city, but critics are raising concerns that the development could facilitate the relocation of as many as 20,000 foreign nationals and function as a religiously governed enclave. The Office of the Attorney General is looking into whether the project violates Texas law and undermines state sovereignty. You can find details on all the stories mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting TexasScorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was produced by Nick Shepard and based on the original reporting of Brandon Waltons, Sidney Henry, and Aaron Anderson. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. Now go make it a great day.